Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. Butterfork. 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 We're getting down with... This is going to be an unboxing. As best I can do with my stand needing to probably go higher, but we will get a good look at these knives. And these are kitchen knives. And Butterfork contacted me, much to their eventual regret. They contacted me about their knives, saying, hey, we do kitchen knives, and would you mind testing them out for me? And also, just put them through their paces and do a video like, what do you think about them? We want your honest opinion. So I told them I don't do a lot of kitchen knives, but I'm always looking for sharp kitchen knives, and it gets desperate sometimes in my kitchen. So I'll buy some, stuff off of Midway USA that are like really inexpensive cold steel knives and this and that just to use. And I'm getting really lazy about sharpening knives, and I need to get better about that. But Butterfork, I'll give you a link to their site. They have knife sets, and they have individual knives as well. Butterfork.com. All right, and I'll put all information down there, including if they do any discount codes or any of that kind of thing. But this is going to be an unboxing, and they do, different colored handles, and these handles can be swapped out. And then they got some kind of cutting stand, and I'm thinking that one of these boxes has got that. And here's what they talk about in their set, right? You get a bread knife, chef's knife, nakiri, and a paring, and a stand, and forged from a single piece of special formula high carbon no stain stainless steel. And I went back and forth with them a little bit and then of course they come in an oak cover, which has natural antimicrobial, and I didn't really know about that. And they were saying dishwasher safe, but best results, just hand wash them. Okay, so let's start opening things up. But if it was like $39 for a set of 12, I would have said no thanks, right? I would just like, nah. I've done that before, and they last a while, and blah, blah, blah. But when I looked on their site, and I go, these are not inexpensive knives. And what's in this box? Okay, we'll get to this here in a little bit. But see, there's the tool for changing out the handles, okay? And this obviously are the different size knives and different colored handles, which is really cool. You can just change them out. But then I said, what kind of steel are we talking about here? High carbon, stainless. Okay, that could be a lot of different ones, right? And they go, it's our special, I don't think did they call it proprietary? I don't think they did. Let me get back to this back page, and I'll show you some other things later too. But special formula. Okay, special formula. So they're not proprietary to them necessarily. I don't know. So let's just start by opening these up, and we'll take a look at them. And then they were, so I go, well, that doesn't tell me what the formula is. And they go, well, they're undergoing CATRA tests, and the CATRA testing results are looking very favorable. And I'm going, who the hell does CATRA testing on their knives? That's insane. What the hell? I was surprised, because how many knives do you own that have undergone CATRA testing? I know that CATRA will test different kinds of blade steels and stuff, but the knife itself Very strange. Okay. But I just thought, whoa, I'm impressed because, and then on their site, you can see that they have a menu, check this out, that talks about the CATRA testing. And they go through all the protocols. They have videos of their knives, in each individual knife being tested on the impregnated, silica impregnated cardstock and all this. Like, jeez. Okay. So let's take a look. I mean, all of a sudden, I'm a little bit more interested in seeing how these are. And it was funny because I was talking to my buddy the other day about this, and he goes, yeah, I got a set of knives. They're high-end ones. Remember, you were over for, that, and I can't remember if it was Christmas or Thanksgiving thing, and we ate a meal at his place, and he loves to cook, and he's got one of those Blackstone grills and all that. And he goes, I've got a set that came in oak as well because they got antimicrobial. And I go, that's what they're saying on these. Wow, okay. It's new to me, but it wasn't new to him. And we were both laughing about the fact that, us fools out here will pay $300, $400, $500 for a folding knife that we're going to use maybe once in a great while, right? But we don't want to pay that kind of money for a kitchen knife that we use every damn day. It's hilarious. So we were laughing about that. And yeah, I know. I don't want to either in a way. But there's this. So this handle here, I've never done this. So I have no idea. But you know what? I'm going to keep this in here and push this pin through so I can see what this is like. And I guess it just unscrews. Yeah, okay, I guess it does. So then you can take this out and replace the handle with another color. Okay, so we unscrew this. This is an interesting concept here. And you know what? You can go online and see what this material is, but I think it's obviously a synthetic that's pretty resistant to thermal damage and, all that kind of stuff. All right. And then you can pull this supposedly out of here. See? And yeah, okay. And be careful when you do that. But this is what it is. So this connects here. So you do have a full tang, or do you call this a rat tail tang? But it's one where it comes through and it's secured on the other end of the blade, so you have the full support of the blade all the way through. And you know what? While we're doing that, let's grab this and these are not 3mm blade stock, by the way. And let's just take a grab of the handle stock. So it's 1.8mm. Let's go on here where we have a consistent, well, yeah, that would be the best. 1.4 here, and I don't know what the behind the edge is, but it's very slender behind the edge, okay? Wow. Okay, so these now can be swapped out. And let's push this little baby doll right back in here and put this in so you can do that. Okay. That's interesting because they're going, if you break a handle somehow, I don't know how you do it, but, I guess the handles are probably the more likely part of a knife that would end up being maybe an issue over time. And so then they're going, the blade's there forever, so why not make it to where the handles can be replaced, and it can be replaced with any color that you want. And there you go. Now, while we just messing around with this one, okay. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Okay. A sharp kitchen knife going to mama. And me. I cook. When I have to. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's, I'm going to just keep this right here for right now. We're going to close this box up. And you know what? So I guess I get one of these with every one of these knives. That's pretty schlickmeister. And we get a cover, an outer cover. And so there's that, right? Okay. So now I understand more about this. And this would be probably a replacement, which was nice that they sent me that, because I guess if you buy a set of these, you're going to call your colors. And then if you want to, I don't know that they give you this additional stuff here, okay? And it looks like you've got a bigger insert on the big one than you do on the little one, right? Okay, so there's that. And there's that. That's probably for this little pairing, okay. And then this dog is for the bigger chef's knife, like this, right? Okay, yeah, okay. So there's that. Okay, and so you can get all these different colors. Let's go to the next knife and take a look. Woo, this is a big dog. And ooh, they're in the box. Okay, they're in the box. Is this the one they called the nakiri? And here's this. So you pull this out. There's the oak. All right. So at the end, yeah, the bigger kind of handle or attachment thing. Wow. Okay, yes, they are crazy sharp. Sharpest thing around my kitchen in a long time. Okay, so let's take a look at what length we've got here. If I can grab my tape. Okay, what do we got? We got 5 3/4 cutting edge, it looks like. And 11.15 overall at about 28.5 centimeters. 18, yeah, right. Whew. Good size knife. Okay, let's kick this because I want to get them all out and kind of take a look at them when I get them unboxed. So I'm going to put this back in here just to protect myself, because these things are scary ass sharp. They are really, really, really sharp. And so from this point into, I'm going to give you some information on where you can go look at all the CATRA testing. And then from there, I'm going to assign these to kitchen duty. And I'll probably, when I come back in maybe a month, something like that, then I will do a report on their performance. And, okay, and there's the tool. So I get a tool with each knife. And, wow, that's pretty cool. And then we'll see, what was the edge retention like? I mean, compared to other knives that I've worked with in the kitchen. And I do have a Chef Caleri knife, Caleri Customs, Super Steel Steve, 7.5. He did one for me out of Magna Cut. And, my buddy Sean, who was, he and I were talking about these, and he has a set of knives with the oak carriers as well and stuff. But he's got about 3 different knives from Steve. 13 inches overall length, which looks like 33 centimeters. So, wow. Okay, that's big. And another piece of paper, please. Wowee. So let me see again on the bigger knife. 2.4 millimeter. Handles, in case you are interested. 19 millimeters, so 0.75. They feel very light. They feel very light in the hand. And I'll get my scale out and we will weigh one up here in a minute. But so Wow. That's nice. You know, and then they've got like a crown spine on it. Isn't that crazy? Whew. Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to, and maybe sometime in the future, send them in and get the XRF on them to know the elementals. The problem is, well, you could Rockwell them, but you'd have to take the tang out. Because, see, this is a continual grind. You have to have a flat spot, like the flat spot you'd get on the handle, to be able to Rockwell them. Because you can't Rockwell a continual like this. You can take hardness at the edge, but it takes a different machine and one I don't have access to. But I mean, I can Rockwell them on the handle because you can take the handles off, so that's not a problem. Okay, let's put this one back. But yeah, I've never had real, fancy kitchen knives like this, where they give a crap about, CATRA testing, the composition of the steel and stuff like that. They've always been very inexpensive type, knives. And although I had Chicago cutlery when I was first married, and they're all gone, but we had them for quite a while. And then we still have Cutco cutlery. Bought them from a kid we were trying to help him out. He was a friend of our son. So we've had those for 25 years, and I think they've been probably sharpened twice by the Cutco cutlery guy. I'm going to gather them all up, send them to Cutco, and just have them sharpened. Why not? They go in the drawer too, and it just gives us that much more kitchen cutlery to work with. Here's your bread knife. Holy crap. Oh my God, that is sticky, horrible sharp, isn't it? Man, that's crazy. Oh God. Will it even cut paper like this, or do you need bread? You know what I'm saying? Ooh. You hear that going through there? Wow, that's scary. Okay. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how do they hold up over time. I got to get them clear down here to get it all in the picture. Bread knife. Wow. And what do we got here? 5, 6, 7, not quite and a half, 7.35 maybe. Cutting edge at, 18 and a half centimeters. And then overall, we've got 32 and a half centimeters at 12 3/4 inches for this one, for this bread knife. Okay, so there's this, and so they come in. This is nice. Check this out for a moment. These oak covers. And obviously, they're sandwiched together or something, right? They'd have to be. But they look very seamless. And then the blade goes in. And of course, it's not tight. That's why you got the pin. And the pin goes in and holds it in place. Now, okay, so there's that. And let's put this back on, because guess what? They ain't going back in the box. Sorry, they're not going back in the box because they are going to work. That's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be working for a living. And so that's what we're going to do. Now, here's this as well. And this has got some weight to it. So I'm wondering what's going on here. Let me pull these out. Okay. And I'm going to investigate a little bit here. Okay, there's the tool. There's the two extra little inserts, right? So if you need for these handles, And maybe that's where the weight's coming from. Yeah, that's where the weight's coming from. You look in here. Yeah. Okay. So here's this. And all these. I got these. Let's get them all under the camera. And then I got all these, including one for the little guy here, right? But I got different color handles, which would be good because it would, even if you keep them in these oak things, then you could put different colored handles on it and you know if you're grabbing the bread knife or whatever because they're covered here. As you get to know them, you know what I'm saying? Now, I thought it was interesting when I pulled this up because I was going through their site and you get into things like this. And who does this? I mean, maybe I just haven't been around and haven't really looked at other brands, but who else does this about the CATRA testing, right? Following types of knives are suitable for the cutting test. Type A, Type B, and it tells chef's knife and nakiri. Bread knife is a B type, which is not sharpenable or not meant or intended to be resharpened on a steel, okay? But then it talks about edge retention and initial cutting performance, right? So, and then they'll go in there and they will give you all the results, but they will tell you, you know, what is very poor, average, good, very good, or excellent as far as cutting edge retention or initial cutting performance. And so it'll run down here, and then it'll give you the video of their knife being tested and the final results. Okay, so you can sit there and watch the videos of them being tested in England, of course. I think it's in the UK, yeah. And so, in the methodology, I mean, here's videos of them. I mean, this is a still shot, but of the video of it being tested on the cardstock, etc., initial cutting performance. Anything over 110 millimeter is excellent. And their one exceeds it and goes 132. And then, of course, cutting edge retention went 731, which anything over 550 is excellent. So their knives tested it out all in the excellent range. So here they are, unboxed. They are sharp as hell. So this is almost really scary, to tell you the truth. These pins come out like this. Okay, they just go through there. And there's the bread knife. Okay, chef's knife, bread knife, nakiri, and the pairing, right? So let's pull these out. And then, of course, I can change handle colors on them so I can identify them easier. Obviously, this is the pairing, and it won't be tough to figure that out. But all the rest of them here, pretty crazy. Now, you want to know what the weights are? Let's put this here, and let's turn this on, and let's see. Let's see if we can balance it on here and get a weight. Yeah, we can. So what is it? 5.5 ounces. So what is that? 157 grams, all right? 5.5 ounces, 157 grams, boom, you're next, and there it is, 144 grams, which is, and it just went right by, didn't it, you dog? 5 ounces on this one. They feel light. I mean, they're big, long knives, but they feel so light in the hand, okay? So very manageable in that regard. Ooh, this one feels... you know what? Did I ever? I don't think I did this. So let's do this. 0.09, 2.4. Okay, 2.4 on the big dogs. Okay, 5.63. All right. And then the little pairing. And 1.75, which is 49.6. And I never gave you a length on this one. 3.5 with 3.25 at least cutting length, and 7 5/8 overall length, 19, close to 19.5 centimeters. And where's my little wipe them off cloth, because I got the finger smudges on this one, didn't I? Butterfork. No, I've had people approach me about, doing something with kitchen knives, and I've always refused, almost always refused. And so I've done a few in the past, but this one, I looked at their website, I noticed their knives were not inexpensive, and then the CATRA testing thing really captured me, and then this blade handle exchange got my attention, and I just thought, wow, that's fascinating. And then I told them I'll just do an unboxing because I want some time to actually put them to use, and get a better idea. How do these blades hold up? And of course, don't grind them up against something like this or a stone, like granite countertop or anything. You're always supposed to use something like a wooden block, or really best is like a nylon cutting board sheet or something like that, so you don't dull your edges prematurely. I was told that after they watched me do horrible things with the knives. So yeah, I've learned through experience, not because I'm just that brilliant. But wow, okay, I'm impressed. And then I've got these little dogs that I can swap out. Whoop, I'm missing one. There you go. All right, so I guess we'll get back to you on this. You guys, the link is below, and if I have any, discount codes or anything they give me, I'll give them a shout that I'm ready to post this, and if they have anything else they want me to add, then so be it. Otherwise, I'll give you the website, and the website is a wonderment of, you don't have to buy a knife set, you can buy an individual knife, and that kind of thing, right? And go from there. But it's fascinating to explore, and I'm thinking this is going to be interesting. All right, you guys, you know what we do. We love them knives, so stay sharp.